Okay, hello, welcome back to my F122, my team. It feels weird saying that, but we're back. This is episode number 3, and at the end of last episode, I couldn't remember which Grand Prix it was next. I thought it was either Imola or Miami, but it was neither. It's actually Australia, because I forget that that is now at the front of the calendar again, instead of at the end. But we're here in Australia. We have the new track changes, the widening of a couple of corners, the straightening of turn 13, and the removal of the chicane of turn 9 and 10. So the track just flows a lot nicer now. Anyways, into qualifying, we're going to go. It's absolutely pouring it down in Melbourne right now. And we're going to have to try and fend off everything. The first time we've driven in the wet. Now, we've set a lap before this. And it wasn't a great lap. There was a lot of sliding, and unfortunately, this lap was the exact same. A lot of sliding, didn't improve, and that will be starting P22 for tomorrow. But people will probably have engine penalties because the engines just don't make sense. But anyways, P22. We'll live. We'll live.
The crowd are here, and it's brilliant to see them lining the track here in Albert Park. It's going to be a fantastic day of racing. Welcome, everybody, to the Australian Grand Prix. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Hamilton, Max Verstappen and Russell, Mick Schumacher, Magnussen, Fernando Alonso and Guan Yu Zhou, Bottas, Gasly, Lando Norris and Vettel, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Nicholas Latifi and Esteban Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Reed, and Alex Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
Okay, luckily, the track is nice and sunny today, or the skies of Melbourne are nice and clear, bright sunshine all around, so we're going to actually be able to race and not risk death around every single corner, soft and medium as always, and we'll just see what happens. You know, it's a nice new track, following's a lot easier, overtaking's a lot easier, we'll see what happens. Anyways, we're going to obviously start up for the formation lap. I really like the formation laps actually. It just gives a bit of time to settle into the car before the race, which is always useful. And you can also do a practice start if you want. I don't normally, to be honest. I just pull away, but
You can have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
but yeah, we're going to warm the tyres and live life. Alright, here we go then. End of the lap. We're behind Stroll. Albon, I didn't even realise, Albon actually got a penalty. So he's in P22. So we are already in P21, which is better than what we were in. So hopefully we can make this go even further and move up. Probably not to the points, because we're not in a maxed out car. But maybe close if there's a couple of incidents. We'll see. Just finishing not last, and preferably like in the top half of the non-points would be good. Alright, parking up. Nice on purple.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one.
Here we go then. So 5 red lights on the streets of Melbourne. Technically kind of We are underway for the Australian Grand Prix. Lance Stroll on our right in the Aston Martin, not getting a great start. Neither is Piastri. Piastri's ahead of us now. We're going to have to follow closely behind him. Stroll has a look down the inside of turn 1. We also have a look down the inside of turn 1. And we're alongside Lance Stroll. We're past Lance Stroll now out of turn 2. And we're behind Piastri. We're up into P20. Down the inside of Piastri into turn 3. Turning in, there's a little bit of a knock there on our left. Oh, yikes. Another little tap. We're past Piastri, but we do get a warning. That's not great. Ocon and Latifi battling ahead. The Frenchman and the Canadian both battling for P17, a very vital position in this championship. Oh, okay, Piastri's coming back at us. I almost let off the throttle there, thinking I was about to have to brake. But I don't. But we're going to get back alongside Piastri and into turn 9. We're going to get back ahead. I'm really used to saying the wrong corners. I apologise to Piastri for that little bit of contact, but I don't think either of us got damaged, so it's not important, really. Alright, lap 2, we're behind Ocon still. Latifi ahead of him still. There's not much we can do around here, except for just try and get as close as we possibly can. Get a slipstream from turn 8 all the way down to turn 9, which is about now. I mean, if we can just foot flat to the floor, ERS deploy, just follow as closely behind as possible. Unfortunately, though, we are losing battery very quickly. That's something we need to invest in as soon as humanly possible, is a little bit of a longer battery life. Oh, yellow flag. Ocon and Latifi ahead, having a little bit of a tussle into turn 13. Still yellow flag. A little bit of contact between the two as Ocon goes past. Latifi pulls into the pits, and Bottas has stopped on the right-hand side of the track by the pits. Ah. DRS enabled. That's very interesting. Anyways, at the end of lap 3, we're behind Ocon still. We're in P15. Is that P? Yeah, P15. Piastri's in P6. Oh no, Piastri's lost his front wing. He's lost his front wing and is about to lose a position. Strong. No, he's not. No, he isn't. He lost his rear wing. Sorry, front wing. He lost his front wing. And it spewed out all over the track and caused a safety car, which is surprising. I would have said maybe a VSC, but I'll take it because I am going to pull into the pits. So will everyone else. We're going to get a perfect stop when it's really not. Oscar's going to also hold up a couple of people ahead of us maybe, because he has to get a wing damage. Right, turn in late again. Balls. It's fine, it's fine. Hang on. What's happening here? A 5.6 you're having me on. Coming up behind Ricardo. P15, P16.
Okay, we had an issue removing the left rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us and finish the race strong. That was our last stop.
Wow, these pit stop issues are going to actually, or pit stop troubles that you can have, is actually going to really throw a spanner in the works. It's cool though. I like it. I like it. Good one. Alright, here we go. Safety car coming in this lap. We're behind Ricardo. P16 and we're on lap 6 of 15. So we've still got 9 laps to go. Like 9 laps of hard racing. And we're going to be right behind Ricardo and try and get past him as soon as possible. He has a great launch though. We're actually in an Australian sandwich. Oh no, never mind. I take it back. I thought Piastri was behind us, but he's not really. Anyways, we're still behind Ricardo, but he's just pulling away. He's pulling so far ahead, it's impossible for us to catch up. We need to work on our engine quite a bit. Lap 7 though, Ricardo 1.2 seconds ahead. Latifi is kind of gaining on us. And we have an engine issue. No, not really. 61% ice on race 3. This game is amazing. Anyways, Albon and Stroll pitting for whatever tyres. We're up into P13. Piastri's in P14. Ricardo P12.
Okay, here's some information on Latifi. They've got an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Ooh. Okay, Mark. I can't lie. I really like Mark. Mark, I like you. I'll try not to get mad at you. I can't promise anything. Because I was just in the same with Jeff, and then yeah. But I like him. I like him. He sounds like a sweet man. That sounds really dodgy. Anyways,
catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. One to be making another pit stop.
Well, we're currently in an Australian sandwich. We've got Ricciardo ahead and Piastri behind. But that's all good. We'll either crash or do something, have an engine issue, engine blow up or whatever, at some point in the near future. Oh god, the amount of penalties we're going to have is... Alright, 65%, lap 11. Yeah, Oh! Hang on.
Okay, slow down. Your delta's
Safety
negative,
car's out.
which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Why is the safety car out? I don't know why the safety car's out. Has anything happened? I don't even think anything's happened. Maybe some debris. George Russell's out of the session, down in sector 1, but I don't know. Anyways, lap 13, safety car coming in. We're going to have 2 laps of racing. We're going to be right behind Ricciardo. We're going to have no DRS though the whole time, but we're going to be right behind him, and maybe can get up into P11. Maybe. And Piastri's still behind in P13, Latifi in P14. So we'll see what we can do. Here we go then. Back to green flag racing. We're going to be as close behind Ricciardo as we possibly can. Going to just use up all of our battery. We can use most of it within 2 laps. Oh yeah, supercar token. I'm going to use that so well, and I'm going to utilise all of... Why supercars? Why could we not have vintage F1 Codys? Come on. You got told what people wanted and went, nah. Next. You ruined my line mark. Next League game, we're probably just gonna be like, yeah, here's a fucking Kia Ceed, mate. Enjoy. Like, what is the point? They don't even do anything. I mean, not really. You do get kind of invitationals through. It's not important. Let's focus on the racing. We're right behind Ricciardo now, heading towards turn 9. We can't get past him in turn 9. But we're going to be very, very close behind. Out at turn 10 now. We've got a pretty good launch. Bit of ERS pulling to the left. We might be able to get around to the right hand side. Just to finish off the lap in style. Almost. Oh, nice one done there. Nice. Right, lap 15 is about to begin. 71% on the ice.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
We're going to have to take a new one for next race, because it'll probably blow up after fucking FP1 again. Which means I'll be on our 3rd and final ice, which means we're going to start getting penalties. So then, you don't even need to see us do qualifying, so I can shorten the videos down. Keep viewer attention. It's great. Anyways, we're behind Gasly. We're not going to catch up to him. If we had DRS, we possibly could. If we could just get like caught up before turn 9. But there is no DRS unfortunately. So, yeah, it's not really important. It's looking good, though, for a P11 finish. Which, although points-wise is nothing, reputation-wise, it means something. So, I'll take that. We're going through turn 9 now, turn 10 as well. We're behind Gasly, nothing we can do. Yeah, if we had DRS, we'd have been able to catch up and maybe, like, nip in around a couple of corners. But, oh, actually, we are getting very close. No, it's not going to happen. No, it's pulled away too fast. It was close. It was close. The whole race has been pretty close. We're not going to be able to catch up to Gasly, but we are going to be able to take P11 in the Australian Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz is your winner. That is, that's Carlos Sainz taking the lead of the championship right there. Checkered flag and across the line in P11. Not too shabby.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Will do, will do. I wish you could drive the in-lap. Can we add that for next year? Can we drive the in-lap, please? I'd really like that. I think that'd be really cool. And then we could do our own donuts.
Another superb
if we wanted
Australian
to.
Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
And there you have it. Carlos Sainz, the winner, with fastest lap. So that gives him 26 of the available points. His teammate in P2 gaining 18, and Sergio Perez in P3 gaining 50. Mick, what are you doing in P4, lad? Like, I'm kind of lost for what? Like, I in my last career mode in F1 2021, we had like races. I think Mazepin won a race. He got pole. He won a race. Or got P2, and it was crazy. But that was like 8 seasons in. Mick, this is season 1, and you just put a Haas in P4. One more position, like, and you would have been on the podium. I mean, stating the obvious here, but wow. Okay. Anyways, we finished P11. Daniel Ricciardo P12 and Oscar Piastri P13, which is very good for him because we want to keep his morale up. We want to keep his focus up. Then when we get a better car, he can contend for points. So we can contend for like constructor championship positions, which is obviously ultimately what we want. We want drivers championships and constructors championships. We can't do that with a constructors championships if we have a teammate who isn't prepared to get points. But luckily, Piastri seems like he is going to be able to get points quite soon. If he's finishing P13, looking at the standings, then we're in P10. Which will obviously, again, fall back down. No points this race. Next race is in Imola. And I checked that before I recorded this. So the next race is in Imola. Which is a very dodgy circuit for new cars. There's a lot of chicanes and heavy corners, as well as fast chicanes and fast corners like Acqua Minerale. We'll see what happens. It'll probably rain as well, knowing that we're going to Italy. But yeah, Carlos Sainz in P1 in the championship. And Charles Leclerc 5 points behind. Sergio Perez a further 27 points behind. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up the whole of everything. That is race number 3 in Australia. I think I might have said Austria once in this video. If I did, I apologise. I'm currently running off of 4 hours of sleep. Yeah, don't question it. But yes, that is the end of that. And now I have to go and revise for my A-level mocks, which I probably should have done before this. Anyways, I'll see you in Imola.